A hearing dog is trained to alert a person, a deaf person, to sounds within their home. So the doorbell, the telephone, the cooker timer, they're all trained to alert to the smoke alarm and fire alarm in a public building. The criteria to apply for a hearing dog is the level of deafness has to be severe or profound. Our lower age limit is 18. There is not an upper age limit as long as a person is physically and mentally able to look after a dog and carry on with all the training that's required.
Good girl.
Meeting her, because I had no idea what this was going to be like. This gold beast appeared on the very far end of the lead, dragging a handler up the parkway. It's just an instant thing, it was an instant bond. When your dog comes to you, suddenly you're back in the real world. Suddenly you've got almost as much chance, if not more chance, of knowing what's happening than other people do.
I used to not sleep well because I used to worry about not hearing the smoke alarms. I used to worry about people breaking in. I was anxious about my daughter, about hearing her cry. All of those things really were changed by the fact that Nell came along. She is my ears, so she'll tell me stuff and I can then relax. Here we go now. Oop, oop, oop. They do more than just tell you when the phone rings. They give you confidence, they make you feel less alone. Those sorts of things are huge, I think. It connects you with the outside world.
Yogi's allowed everywhere I go, like all assistants' dogs. He puts a burgundy coat on and people can then see I'm deaf and they tend to stop and make a fuss at the dog. But they'll talk to me, they'll look at me because they can see hearing dogs for deaf people. Before I had Yogi, I tended to stay indoors a lot. I wouldn't have come out here walking like this. Because I've got Yogi now, I have to go out, he has to walk. And once or twice a day, I'll take him out. From being someone who sat indoors, depressed and fed up, he's just changed me.
The law is there to protect you. You should have unhindered access rights to the provision of service, education, employment, etc. But undoubtedly you'll come across problems. The way to deal with it is by explaining to the employer or explaining to the service provider that the dog that you have is a registered assistance dog and to produce your ID for the dog. If you find that you're not getting anywhere, then my advice would be to back away, to leave, contact Hearing Dogs for Deaf people, and we will get in touch with the service provider or employer or whatever, and we'll take it up with them, and that's where we will offer the educational package to allow them to have a greater understanding.
Hearing dogs do get some free concessions from the vet, which is the yearly vaccinations, the worming tablets and 2 checkups a year. Other than that, the costs are pretty much the same as with a pet dog, so the recipient will have to pay for vet insurance, vet bills, the food, toys. If a person is worried about financial costs, then please do ask us. If a person is on benefits, then we will help. And each case is on an individual basis, so finance should not stop anybody applying for a hearing dog.
From start to finish, I had the feeling that I was actually dealing with people who knew what they were doing, they knew how to do their job, and they knew how to do it well. But much more importantly than that was that they were actually people who were quite sensitive about what they were doing.